So, when you hear the word secretary, what's the first thing that pops in your head? Someone kind of quietly taking notes in the corner? Well, I'm here to tell you to think again. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on one of the most vital and honestly most misunderstood leadership roles in any Toastmasters club, the club's secretary. Let's find out what it really takes to be the organizational powerhouse of your club. And you know what? This quote from Jeanette Sweeney, it just hits the nail on the head. The secretary isn't some passive observer sitting on the sidelines. Nope, they are the central hub, the person who connects all the moving parts. They're the one making sure the whole club operates like a well-oiled machine. We're talking about a role of active leadership for sure. All right, so to really get our heads around this role, we've got to tackle the biggest myth about it first. A lot of people have this preconceived idea of what a secretary does, and frankly, it's usually way off base. I mean, just look at this contrast right here. On one side, you've got that classic misconception, right? The passive note taker who just records what happens. But on the other side, that's the reality. A dynamic, central figure, the active glue, the organizational backbone. They're the person keeping the club shipshape and making sure everything runs the way it's supposed to. Okay, so why are we calling this role the essential glue? Well, it's actually pretty simple. Without a secretary, a Toastmasters club literally can't exist. It's in the rule book. So let's break down exactly why this role is so completely indispensable. Check this out. For a club to even be considered a valid official club by Toastmasters International, you have to have a president, a vice president, and, you guessed it, a secretary. They're the official custodian of the club's most important documents. We're talking the charter, the constitution, the bylaws, the club's entire written history. They're the keeper of the club's identity, and they make sure that great decisions made in a meeting don't just poof, disappear into thin air. And this quote just says it all, doesn't it? We've all been in those meetings. The energy is great, fantastic ideas are flying around, and then nothing happens. The secretary is the person who stops that. They're the ones who turn all that great talk into actual action, simply by tracking decisions and creating that crucial accountability. Okay, so what does this essential glue actually do from week to week? I promise you, it's way more than just scribbling notes during the meeting. Let's break down the typical action plan for a secretary. You can see it's this continuous cycle. Before the meetings, you're setting everyone up for success, getting those past minutes out and prepping the agenda. During the meeting, you're in the moment, capturing what's happening accurately. And then the work continues between meetings. That's when you're handling all the crucial admin tasks, like updating rosters and filing officer lists with headquarters, all the stuff that keeps the club official and in good standing. And what's really cool is that you can actually grow in this role. You know, a good secretary handles the executive committee minutes, and that's fantastic. But a better secretary levels up, collaborating with the president on the agenda. And the best secretaries? Well, they bring that incredible level of detail and professionalism to every single club meeting, creating a clear, comprehensive record for everyone. Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds like a lot. And it is. But here's the really good news. You are absolutely not on your own. There is a whole support system designed to help every single secretary succeed. You've got a whole team in your corner. From the formal district training sessions to the club leadership handbook, all the official resources are there for you. But you know what might be your best resource? The person who did the job right before you, your predecessor. And on top of that, you've got tools like Google Drive and official templates to make staying organized easier than ever. All right, let's get to the payoff. Let's talk about the big what's in it for you. Because serving as secretary isn't just about helping the club. Oh no, it is a powerful and really practical training ground for your own career. I mean, just look at this list. Every task you do builds a valuable skill. And here's the crucial point. These aren't just Toastmasters skills. These are high-demand professional skills. Critical listening, accurate documentation, meeting management. These are things employers are actually looking for. Plus, you get hands-on experience as a base camp manager, which gives you this deep inside understanding of the whole Pathways educational program. And that right there is why this quote from George Marshall is so perfect. The role is incredibly accessible. You don't have to be a Toastmasters expert to step into it. But by the time you're done, wow, you will have gained so much knowledge and an absolutely fantastic set of skills. It's the very definition of a high-value learning opportunity. So, when you boil it all down, the secretary doesn't just record history, they make sure the club has a future. They're the one ensuring it stays organized, accountable, and efficient. They are the leader who, quietly but effectively, makes things happen. So, the real question is, are you ready to be that leader?